Here we are with Creative Insight TV, and I'm joined by this wonderful actor. Introduce yourself, please, sir.
Hi, my name is Lanre Danmola, and I'm an actor from South London.
Oh, Martins. Okay, good. I like it already. I loved watching your movies. I just find you so funny. Your expressions just are hilarious, and I just love the fact that it's you bring out a lot in your characters, which I don't know if you know that. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but you have this way of commanding the screen. Has anyone ever told you that?
People have mentioned before about presence, and so, but yeah, I think I'm never too self-conscious in the moment. I'm just kind of in the moment, being present. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a journey. I'm still kind of exploring what that is. I actually have a theatre background naturally, so the screen is a bit different, but I got these big eyes for my mum. I think they kind of help me express.
Yeah. Expressive.
So yeah.
How was filming? Talk me through how you got into the whole acting gig.
Getting into acting came. I've always wanted to act. I've always wanted to act from a kid. Getting into it kind of came to me late in life, in my probably late 20s. Didn't really know how, but I ended up kind of going to a short course in West London. And at 28, I was I wanted to make sure I did it properly. So I actually went to New York for 4 or 5 months. Yeah, but I went to acting school in New York, summer school, and invested a lot of my money. And then once you start it, the bug was there. You can't deny what is for you. You know what I mean? I felt it's right. And then since then, I've just been trying to do the work. It's been about 8 years now, 9 years, and honestly, I just feel like it's the beginning. It's still the beginning, so just keep working. That's it.
I love that. I love that. So, who's been your biggest supporter in terms of your acting career?
Oh,
your mum.
Good question. Biggest supporter? That's hard. I've had some really good supportive friends actually. Yeah, I had a friend actually I met when I was 11 years old. Before we were even actors, and he, his name is Reese Skinner, has been just been supporting me. He was kind of just a giver, and he supported me in all my shows, plays, even points where he's acted too, and he couldn't do the role, and he would say, "Yo, to Lanre." So I think he's been a really, really big supporter, just kind of just been a giver, and so it's been very blessed to have a supportive friendship circle. So yeah.
Because in Roadman, you were the cousin, right?
Yeah.
I found you so funny in that.
No way.
It's so you're the worst cousin ever.
Yeah, I'm good.
But at the same time,
nice guy.
but at the same time, you're a good cuz because you can see a good moment when you see one. Like a hot ticket. You're yeah. He seems like he's got the plug when he started rapping.
I got the plug. Yeah, I mean, that relationship was great to have that. I'm actually eldest of 4, so that kind of sibling relationship is really nice to play with, and so in Roadman having that with Michael.
You guys work so well together. I just wanted to put that in.
It was a blessing. It was we kind of built that. That was 2 years of just kind of lovely energy, chemistry, and thank God that the director Damien just kind of brought us together and trusted that. And Michael's great. He really at times felt like my cousin, for real. Outside of it, the age difference and just kind of how we used to hang out outside as well, but outside the film as well. So yeah, man, Roadman was a fun project, playing older cousin. But I think a lot of that came from being the eldest of 4. Yeah. And I know it's when you have to support someone. My brothers, my siblings, they ain't in the roads. They're not road, but
good. That's what I want to hear.
Different kind of support, but yeah, it was good, fun to play with. So yeah, thank you, yeah, man.
Fantastic. Any projects that you're working on in the future?
Yeah.
Is there going to be more projects with Damien Brewer?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Rant, we are looking to develop into a TV series. We're writing it. Actually, we started writing a few episodes already. So it's exciting. Yeah. And myself, actually, I'm doing a bit of my own stuff as well. I'm writing my own few short projects.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. I'm really interested in Nigerian stories and comedy. So I've got a few stuff coming up. I run my own production company called Waju Studios. That's WAJU Studios.
Where's that based then?
Right now it's based in London, and we are We actually work out of Somerset House right now. Yeah. We're on a residency with Somerset House for 1 year to develop our company. And yeah, man, it's growing. It's Waju means progress in Yoruba. And so we're making stories that show progress. That sounds cheesy. It sound cool in my head.
That's what we want to hear. I mean, it's really good. I love the sound. I love the fact that, you're doing well and you're working on new things, and we want to see more from you in the future. So we'll be definitely on you for that.
If you want to make me check me out, I'll give you my handles. Waju Studios, WAJU Studios, and also my personal handle is Lanre Dan19, LANREDAN 19. You see me, I'm that guy. I'm like this.
But just to round up, like in terms of like even just when I was watching Rant, it kind of resonated with me because there's a lot of people that like bottled a lot of things up ever since COVID and everything. It's like a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about a lot of things that are worrying them, and they just want to let it out. And I thought that was quite inspirational as a thing. How was it for you?
Yeah, it's quite funny because like I think people always have a lot of stuff bottled up, and I think it's always interesting being at the other end when you just listen, when you're a listener. The amount of things people have to release is quite a lot to kind of experience, and you realize like in London you never know, you could be in a bus, train, tube, anywhere, walk in, and the person next to you might be going through and going through a lot of stuff, and sometimes the best people to talk to and open up to are strangers because there's nothing attached.
Exactly,
and you have that moment.
You might never see them again, so it's like free therapy.
So sometimes, and we all therapy's good. Therapy's healthy. Therapy is not this thing to do when you got problems. So, as I says, if you see a stranger, say hello. You never know. You might.
I love the concept, and even just the fact that it like lets people get things off their chest. I'd love to see how it's going to progress and how it's going to affect you in the future in terms of like the production.
Yeah, I think there's so much scope for it because I think it's so many ways to look at different people and what they rant about. But also I think it's like looking at ranting doesn't always have to mean anger. Ranting can just be a release. And sometimes the release will come out in different ways. So look interested to see like what we hold in and how they come out. But as always, I like to have things have a little bit of a comical taste to it. So,
I loved it when you walked out and you said, I want to argue. That was so funny.
That was a moment. What's interesting about that moment was that the character is actually like, he's struggling to like have that confidence, and him too is struggling to kind of come out of himself. So
my man didn't even have no toilet paper.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a struggle, But a lot of it relates to that the creative struggle.
Definitely.
He's an actor, and like a lot of actors, they call it they're the surviving artists.
Yeah.
And that process sometimes is just a struggle. But at the same time, there's other parts of life that you want to grow in, and you never know what you're going to meet along the way.
Yeah, this is it.
Rant's got a long way to go. We're going to see the actor. You're going to see their creative journey in an honest way, but also see that the trials and tribulations that you envisage along the way, and you might see some love, you might see some anger, you might see some, you don't know, but that's the beauty of it.
Well, on that note, we'll look forward to it. Lovely talking to you. Thank you for joining me.